everybody. You all know my name, and we're here today to find out some stuff that I've been talking about. I've been talking about physics involved in karate. Most of the time, people think it's just punching and kicking, just feet and hands being used. But if physics is not involved, it's not going to be as strong as it could be. So here I'm going to have some inanimate objects that will demonstrate the part of the physics that is not having to do with movement, that is going to show you what we're trying to ideally achieve with our bodies when we're making karate. Okay, we talk about solidity sometimes, and it's in the same vein as connectivity. The more connectivity something has, the more parts it's adding. Like if I hit you with a bag of quarters, one roll of quarters, and I put in four blocks of quarters instead, and I add and I hit you, it would hit you harder. So the more I'm able to put into it, the more the technique will be stronger. Okay, so here's an example. Here's a chair. And the chair, I can hit the chair and it bounces. It bounces back. Because this chair is not rooted, in the ground. And it, as you can tell, it has a little bit of give. There's a little bit of give. If this same chair, on the other hand, so this is if you're beginning or a child or someone. But if you know how to plant yourself and wedge yourself to a connection, a strong, stable point zero from where you strike, then this technique would be much more effective. Okay? This means most of this power from here, or connectivity, is going into this staff. This is to show you that even though I can achieve it this way, without it being totally rooted, right, I lose some power. Now I'm going to give you another example. This chair has more connectivity. Everything is fused together. It's a harder metal, more solidity, more connectivity. Okay, I'm going to hit it. It does not move, barely moves. That's what happens when we solidify the body. So I can hit this, and it almost has no bounce back. This doesn't bounce back. The energy goes into the staff. If I put this up against the corner, you can imagine that without being able to go back, it becomes even more solid. The technique has more drive, more power in the technique. Okay, so now I'm going to just give you a little simple example of how that happens with the human body. I'll put this here, and I'll just use this wall. Simple. This wall, if I push against the wall, I'm standing straight up. I go backwards. That's lost power. So if I strike someone thinking you're hitting with the fist is all that you need, you hit, you bounce back. I'm going to do the same thing, but this time I'm going to solidify my body, tying it into the tanden. Less bounce back. This has to do with the connectivity. Okay? But then we're going to add the bracing. The bracing is lowering, imagining there's a wall, and now I'm pushing. Even less bounce. So there's more delivery of technique. As if you were pushing a heavy object, you would push it not from a standing position, but from an angled position, which is the driving angle. And you wouldn't be as wide. You would be more narrow. So you can push it. Those are the physics principles without using any movement of what we have to achieve. And then we add speed, and we add acceleration, and we add solidity on impact, and timing, and we come up with a bigger exponential growth of power. So study these concepts as you train, not just moving the hand, but thinking, I must try to emulate this chair, which is an inanimate object. So without movement, you can start visualizing what the goals are with regards to traditional karate. Thank you.